All right, today we're going to install Windows 11 using Proxmox. So again, we're going to use the pod that we're assigned to. So I'm going to click on my pod, right click, create. So we're going to be creating a new virtual machine. Again, we're going to use our name. I'm just using 11 because I already made a couple different machines. So this way I have a new name because you can't use the exact ones. Remember, you can go this way or click next. Then we're going to drop down. We're going to use the Windows 11 90-day trial ISO. Remember, guest type, we change it to Windows. And since we're using 11, right there's our 11, so perfect. We're going to hit next. So here for our system, we're going to just go with the defaults because we only have one storage device on these machines. I typically like to do 40. So this way we have room. We're going to hit next. CPU, we're going to bring it up to 4 under cores. And then under type of CPU, we're going to scroll down and pick host at this point. We're going to hit next. We're going to use the default RAM. We're going to hit next here because we only have one network card configured, so that's fine. And then we're going to click finished. And then I'm going to go here. Here's my machine. It's almost finished. The shell is almost finished. There we go. I guess you can use the same name twice. So now we're going to, or maybe not. There we go. I just didn't double click. We're going to click start. And then we're going to click on the screen so it's still active. And then as soon as you see that, you've got to hit the spacebar or enter key. So that way it will work. All right. So here we're basically going to be asked our language, our time zone, not our time zone, but our format for how we want everything and what type of physical keyboard we have. So we're going to hit next. If we if we had an existing OS running, we'd hit repair, but we don't. So we're going to hit install. And then here is basically the licensing where we agree to the licensing term. Some applications you do have to scroll all the way down. That's why I just do it just out of habit because the accept button won't light up unless you scroll all the way down. So we're going to hit next. Top choice is we're upgrading. So if we had an existing OS, we're going to upgrade. We don't. So we're going to go with custom. Here we can manually format it, which is fine if we need to customize it for some reason. So, we're going to just go here and hit next. And this is basically format. And then I'm just going to speed through this. Okay, so now that we are approaching the login portion, so there are two ways we can do this. So you can sign in with your Microsoft email account or your Microsoft Live account, like your student email. But if we're not going to keep this, then let's choose options. And this is the hard part with the different builds of Windows 11. Sometimes this option is there, sometimes not. Again, depending which option you have. So we're going to choose this. I'm going to choose to join in a domain. Just going to put in my name. And I'm just going to put blank so the machine will auto reboot. Here we can set up our privacy. I just like to turn all this stuff off because I don't want to necessarily share my privacy. I don't necessarily want to have a advertising ID. So we're going to hit accept. And then this is going to run for a little bit because it's going to go out to the internet. And also, you do have to have a network cable or wireless. So if you don't have a network card, it will prompt you to join a wireless network. All right, there we go. We essentially installed Windows. How about that? Pretty cool, right?